When you're a teenager, your life has barely begun, and you're still learning how to live your life. Well, imagine having the rest of your life torn away from you and spending the rest of your life in a prison cell. Imagine your reaction to the moment that judge takes your life away in the bang of a gavel. So in this video, we are going to discuss top 3 teens in court reacting to life sentences. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Number 3. David Wilson. A jury sentenced sex offender David Wilson to life in prison hours after they convicted him of child sex assault. Wilson, a previous sex offender, was accused of molesting 2 young girls. The jury deliberated for about an hour. Wilson was found guilty of the sexual assault of a child in 2005 and sentenced to 4 years in prison. 6 years later, Wilson has been found guilty again in a case that has lifelong consequences for 2 more children. Wilson was charged with super aggravated sexual assault of a child. The enhanced charge is because of the age of the victim. She was only 23 months old at the time. Have also been told that the child is Wilson's niece. A court document states that the assault occurred last year. The toddler's parents are said to have lived out of state, had drug problems, and sent their daughter to live with family in Houston. The child is the daughter of Wilson's sister. Last November, the toddler was taken to a doctor, where she was diagnosed with HIV, genital herpes, and chlamydia. Reconstructive surgery was performed because of an infection in her private parts. A doctor told investigators that she had to have been sexually abused because of the sexually transmitted diseases that were detected. 4 people in the home where the child lived were tested. Only 1 tested positive for HIV. It was David R. Wilson. It's unclear why Wilson was not arrested at the time. A 14-year-old girl spoke to the Children's Assessment Center, telling a caseworker she had been having sex with a man for 2 years. She identified the man as David R. Wilson and said she was pregnant. An exam of the girl showed that she was HIV positive and had herpes and chlamydia.
I'm not sorry that we were together, no. I'm sorry that the HIV part came into the situation. Okay. Because like I told you the last time I seen you, I would never deny you, and I haven't denied you from day one.
Number 2. Samantha Grigg. Samantha Grigg walks into prison instead of across a high school graduation stage. The 18-year-old could barely hold her head up as she heard the judge sentence her to prison. The Michigan State University student, Dustin Grigg, pleaded guilty to last month's charges. Grigg was driving the vehicle when frolicked reportedly with brass knuckles. Through tears, Grigg apologized for her role in frolic. She said she never meant him any harm, though she knew she was driving 2 people to a robbery.
I would like to extend my deepest remorse to the family of the victim. He was a fellow musician. It really breaks my heart, and I wish I could take it back every day.
Number 1. Erica Mae Butts and Shanita Letris Cunningham. Erica Mae Butts and Shanita Letris Cunningham both collapsed in the courtroom upon learning that they would spend the rest of their lives in prison for beating to death 3-year-old Serenity Richardson in 2009. After the verdict, court officials had to carry out both women as they collapsed and family members from both sides sobbed. Circuit Court Judge Deidre Richardson said nothing had ever affected her as strongly as the photos of the little girl's battered body. Serenity's mother, Aishia Richardson, had been childhood best friends with Butts and had brought her daughter to stay at her godmother's home on Congaree River Drive in Somerville for about 2 weeks, beginning in late October 2009. Butts admitted to Somerville police on November 3 that she whipped the girl with a belt for urinating on the floor and that Serenity had fallen several times in the bathroom. When the child's breathing became shallow that day, Butts called her own mother in Goose Creek but didn't tell her what happened. Butts' mother called 911. By the time paramedics reached Serenity, she was already dead and had been placed on ice and exposed to bleach in desperate attempts to revive her. Assistant Solicitor Elizabeth Gordon said the girl's injuries reflected weeks of torture, a duration that matched the amount of time she had spent with Butts and Cunningham. Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.